You might not realize it, but even school computers today come with at least 4 gigabytes of RAM. Your phone? Probably sitting somewhere between 6 to 8 gigabytes. And in the gaming world, 32 gigabytes is slowly becoming the new standard. But if we rewind the clock about 20 years, 1 gigabyte of RAM was once the foundation of an entire system. So what happens when you put 1 gigabyte up against 128 gigabytes in a game like Minecraft? How big is the difference, really? Let's find out. Let's start with 1 gigabyte of RAM. And honestly, this is already crazy. Even when I'm not doing anything, the system is using 100% of the RAM, then it slowly drops down to around 80%. Alright, let's jump into Minecraft and see if 1 gigabyte can actually handle it. Oh my god, just sitting in the main menu, it's already using over 900 megabytes. This is it, the moment of truth. And somehow, it actually loads into the game. Not only that, the FPS is surprisingly stable, staying above 200 frames per second, while RAM usage sits just over 900 megabytes. Alright, let's push it further. At 8 chunks, it's still running surprisingly stable. So I go up to 16 chunks, hoping it doesn't crash, and somehow it still holds up. Even though RAM usage is basically maxed out at 1 gigabyte, the game is still running. There are occasional frame drops, but nothing too extreme. Now it's time for the final test, 32 chunks, and somehow I'm still in the game. I can't believe I'm actually playing Minecraft on 1 gigabyte of RAM. But then, yep, there it is. The game crashes. Honestly, not even surprising. Moving up to 2 gigabytes of RAM. Alright, let's jump into Minecraft and see just how far this setup can go. And honestly, even standing still, I'm already seeing FPS drops. At 12 chunks, the system is using around 1.6 gigabytes of RAM. The FPS is all over the place, even when I'm just walking around normally. There are drops, but nothing too extreme. But once I push it up to 27 chunks, things start to fall apart. The FPS drops significantly, and RAM usage climbs to about 1.8 gigabytes. Now let's really push it to the limit, 32 chunks. At this point, the system is using 1.9 gigabytes of RAM, basically maxing out the entire 2 gigabytes. Stuttering becomes much more frequent. To really stress it, I decided to fly up high. And that's where everything breaks down. Chunks load extremely slowly, there's constant micro-stutter, and the FPS drops from 195 all the way down to 30. And eventually, the game just crashes completely. Honestly, trying to game on 2 gigabytes of RAM is just a nightmare for your eyes. Moving up to 4 gigabytes of RAM, I was honestly pretty surprised. Even at 32 chunks, the system holds up surprisingly well. When I fly up and look down, RAM usage sits around 3.6 gigabytes, and the FPS doesn't drop nearly as much as before. At this point, things are almost too stable. So to make this test more interesting, I decided to push it further. I installed Terralith Mod Minecraft Terrain Overhaul, a massive terrain overhaul mod that adds extremely detailed world generation. And yeah, you can immediately see the impact. The FPS drops significantly and RAM usage climbs up to around 3.8 gigabytes. If I start moving quickly, the world just can't load fast enough, and the stuttering becomes very noticeable. So now the question is, what happens if we jump up to 8 gigabytes of RAM? Let's find out. As soon as I upgraded to 8 gigabytes of RAM, I noticed an immediate difference. The biggest improvement? Chunk loading is way faster. For normal gaming, 8 gigabytes is actually more than enough. Of course, it still depends on your CPU and GPU, but in my case, the system is only using around 6 gigabytes, so I wanted to push it even further. The problem is, Minecraft caps the render distance at 32 chunks. But then I found a YouTuber who showed how to remove that limit using mods like BobbyMod Minecraft render distance. And honestly, that completely changed everything. So I doubled my previous test to 64 chunks. And wow, the jump from 4 gigabytes to 8 gigabytes is huge. Even though chunk loading is still a bit slow because of the CPU, the FPS stays stable without major drops. But I didn't stop there. I pushed it all the way up to 200 chunks. At that point, RAM usage climbed to around 7.5 gigabytes. But surprisingly, the game still felt very smooth while loading chunks. However, there is one downside. When I fly quickly into new areas, or even return to areas that were already loaded, the game has to reload chunks again, which puts a lot of pressure on the CPU. And that right there is the main limitation of 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now moving up to 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is probably the most common amount people use today. And right away, I noticed a huge difference in frames per second. With 8 gigabytes, when I was flying around and loading chunks, the FPS hovered around 100. But with 16 gigabytes, that number jumps all the way up to around 300 FPS. Chunk loading is also noticeably faster, and overall, the experience feels much smoother. That's a massive improvement between the two. But here's the interesting part. Even with 16 gigabytes, the system was only using about 10 gigabytes of RAM. So I decided to push it further. I installed 7 different mods to increase graphical detail and really stress the system. And once I did that, even at just 32 chunks, RAM usage shot up to around 15 gigabytes. And of course, if I kept moving around for longer, it would continue to climb. That's when I noticed something important. As RAM usage gets closer to the limit, FPS starts to drop. Before, it was sitting comfortably around 60 frames per second. But once RAM usage hit around 15.9 gigabytes, the frames per second dropped all the way down to 17. So if you're someone who loves playing with a lot of mods, especially over long sessions, 16 gigabytes of RAM might actually become a limitation. Now stepping up to 32 gigabytes of RAM, I decided to take things even further. I installed Distant Horizons Minecraft mod, which lets you see terrain from extreme distances. At 32 chunks, the system is already using around 19 gigabytes of RAM. But here's the trade-off. FPS drops significantly. At first, it can spike to over 400 frames per second, but once the world starts loading, it can drop all the way down to around 20 frames per second. So naturally, I pushed it even harder. I cranked it up to 1,000 chunks. Yeah, 1,000. At this point, I'm basically trying to see how far this system can go before it completely falls apart. Hopefully, it doesn't catch fire. But here's the problem. It can't load everything at once. And that's because my CPU is a Intel Xeon Platinum 8 272CL, a server CPU that's not designed for gaming at all. Its single-core performance is terrible, and as you can see, only a few cores are actually being used. So chunk loading is painfully slow. Right now, there are still about 4.7 million chunks waiting to load, and it's only processing around 12 chunks per second. At that rate, it would take roughly 113 hours to finish. That's basically almost a full week. Honestly, this is where you really start to appreciate how important strong gaming CPUs are. But after about 30 minutes of moving around, something interesting happened. RAM usage climbed all the way up to 31.6 gigabytes. And at that point, FPS dropped to around 7 FPS. Even though not all chunks were fully loaded yet, the system was already pushing almost the full 32 gigabytes of RAM. And honestly, that's kind of insane. This might be the furthest render distance I've ever seen in Minecraft. But I wasn't done yet. I had one final test. I wanted to see if 32 gigabytes of RAM could survive something truly ridiculous. So I triggered an explosion with 10,000 TNT blocks. And yeah, it took about 5 minutes to fully process the explosion. What you're seeing here is sped up. But the craziest part, it didn't crash. Now moving up to 64 gigabytes of RAM, and this is where things get really difficult. It's actually surprisingly hard to fill up all 64 gigabytes just by loading chunks. I spent a lot of time flying around trying to push it, but because my CPU's single-core performance is so weak, chunk loading is painfully slow. Still, I kept going. Eventually, I managed to push RAM usage up to around 51 gigabytes. But at that point, the FPS dropped significantly. The world looks absolutely massive and impressive. But performance, not so much. We're talking single-digit frames per second. I tried to push it even further. After more time loading chunks, RAM usage reached about 53 gigabytes. And then, out of nowhere, the system crashed, which is kind of crazy considering there was still plenty of RAM left. At this point, it's clear it's not about how much RAM you have anymore. Something else is holding the system back. Now stepping up to 128 gigabytes of RAM. This time, I'm not doing things the old way. Instead of just loading chunks, I'm going to use commands. I set up a command block to spawn a massive number of creepers in one place. The goal? See how many entities this system can handle, and what happens to the FPS. And almost immediately, yeah, things start to fall apart. The FPS drops as low as 4 FPS, and the system becomes extremely laggy and hard to control. At this point, I'd guess there are around 2,000 creepers stacked in one area. But then I had a crazy idea. What if I detonate all of them at once? So I ran the command. Boom. The FPS tanks so hard that you can barely even see what's happening. The explosion is basically just a slideshow. After everything settles, the FPS does recover slightly, but honestly, not by much. And here's the interesting part. The system I'm testing on actually has an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060. So at this point, it only feels right to give it a proper challenge. Let's turn on shaders. Oh my god, this actually looks insanely realistic. But yeah, you definitely pay for it in performance. Even so, it's still holding around 40 frames per second, which honestly isn't that bad. Definitely a fair trade-off for how good it looks. So of course, I had to push it even further. I spawned a huge wave of creepers, and you can literally see it happening. The FPS is inversely proportional to the number of creepers on screen. The more I spawn, the worse it gets. Alright, I'm going to trigger the explosion before the system completely dies. And oh my god, the lag is unbelievable. The system basically stops responding. I'm not even getting proper frames anymore, it's just completely frozen. And at this point, the GPU is fully maxed out, struggling to keep up with everything happening on screen. Alright, so it looks like 128 gigabytes of RAM is usable, but there's one big problem. It takes a ridiculous amount of time for the CPU to load everything, and honestly, I just don't have that kind of time. At the end of the day, this system simply can't fully take advantage of 128 gigabytes of RAM.